Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto livestream. We just got this news that the SEC's request to extend discovery deadline is granted. I am really quite amazed, but I'm quickly sharing it over on Twitter and Discord so everybody can watch this live and we can go over the info, because this ain't good. Right? This is not nice. You guys know, all right, whenever we post this type of stuff, ultimately it is just to inform. We don't have all the info just quite yet, but this just came out like 50 seconds ago, like 5 minutes ago max. So we're gonna check everything out, of course, everything that's been posted, everything that's been given out. But this just came out just now, breaking news. You might say not surprising, but it literally just came out a second ago. And let me quickly see if we got some more news. Sure, it's not fake. This is a defense lawyer. This is the guy who's actually posted every single thing on the lawsuit thus far throughout the months. So if this were to be fake, that's a really sick joke. All right. So I don't think so, but. Okay, so there's two lawsuit parts that we can cover. You can see this one, but this is the most new. So let me just quickly see on the side here if there's any bigger document that's just been released or anything like that. I'm just quickly checking everything out, guys. I went a little bit in a panic. I don't know what. I just wanted to go live and see what you guys were thinking, see what you guys were saying, because this is something. All right, this is definitely something. Let me just quickly see what I can find. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just on a side screen right now looking if I can find any court listener documents that are, portraying the entire situation. Let me see. Descending. I'm looking at this right now at court listener to see if we got anything. We got an order on motion to discovery, but it's not yet like buyable or downloadable. If you're also wondering, James usually either buys these documents or just has them. I'm not exactly sure how you get them, but I'm a little bit in awe. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure exactly what to say just quite yet, as we don't have a good bearing or a good grasp of all of it just quite yet. Let me also retweet this real quick for all the followers just over on Twitter. What's happening? Oh, W flows. You can see it in front of you, right? Look at this. Breaking news. The SEC request to extend discovery deadline is granted. Let's quickly read the small text. This is docket number 246, or whatever you want to call it there. Document number. So that's the one, again, we haven't seen just quite yet. It should be this one right here. All right. Order granting 217 letter motion for extension of time to complete discovery. The deadline is to conduct fact discovery. Fact discovery is extended to August 31st, 2021. The deadline to conduct expert discovery is extended to October 15th, 2021, hereby ordered by Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn, text-only order, Sarah Netburn, entered 6/14/2021. And the other part was this right here. Order granting 217 letter motion for extension of time to complete discovery. The deadline to conduct fact discovery is extended. It's basically the same thing, right? But then in different texts. Now, what are we waiting for and what's happened? Let me quickly introduce you guys. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the official document, because this right here is just kind of a summary of what is said, right? Usually it's at least 1 page long if you've checked any of these previous things before, any of the other 250 out. So we are waiting for that one right freaking now. And another part, obviously, is that we, I guess, want to know exactly what this means. By the way, guys, there's almost 400 people watching and just 13 likes pressed. Even though this is not the best news, I did my best to live stream this to you guys as soon as possible, so you got the news as fresh as I could. So make sure you press that button just to help out a little bit with the channel, right? Even though it's not the best news, at least we got news, right? At least we see what's going on. So what this basically means in layman's terms is, the judge has now sided with the SEC in claiming that they deserve extra time to discover whatever Ripple has been doing. So a little bit earlier, the SEC put up a couple of points which we all found ridiculous. Even James Fillon said that to a certain degree, what they're doing right here with this extension is kind of dumb. The SEC just won that one. This is one of their first major wins in a very long while, and this is exactly why I made a video a couple of days ago. You know how many people were bashing me for it like crazy? This is exactly why. Let me show you guys the video. All right, we're not going to watch it, but I'm just going to show you guys the title so you can maybe even watch it later on your own. Let me quickly see here. People were laughing at me for it. It was basically about XRP lawsuit dates or something like that. Oh, here. Ripple XRP lawsuit, must knows about the XRP lawsuit. That is what it was called. Wasn't one of my better performing videos, but it was definitely something which I recommended people to check out. Let me quickly show you guys right here. This is what it looked like. Can I show it? Can I please? Come on. Yeah, there we go. My little trackpad wasn't long enough. And yes, I was listening to some nice music just now. But yeah, this video here was basically about the... I'm not sure even if it's this one anymore. Whatever, guys. One of my videos from the last 2 days or so, I talked about a potential settlement and about exactly what we are waiting for. Now, easiest terms, what we are waiting for is the judge to make 3 decisions right now. We're waiting for a decision on the motion to intervene, on a motion to strike, and we're waiting for this one, the motion to extend. There's another one here. The motion to dismiss on Ripple's side. The judge has to give an order on all 4 of those, and right now she did on 1 of them. And she has to give an order on still 3 of them. There's most likely still one that I'm missing, but you guys get the drift. I made a video talking about why a settlement could be around the corner. Why? I've told you before, the SEC right now has gone through some pressuring tactics because through this extension, Ripple basically told the court, if you extend, our company, Ripple, might not be able to survive all of this. The SEC most likely used that as leverage, as pressure, to make it so that Ripple had to give in, or at least they have some pressure to do some, how'd you call that? Settlement negotiating, you're right? You guys get what I'm trying to say. We saw the lawyers, of course, the negotiation specialist on SEC side come in as well. They might be fixing up something like that. And the reason it's quite likely, once more, I'm going to say it once more, you guys might hate me for it, it's because Ripple doesn't want to take no risk, all right? The SEC might look to lose everything. That might be the way, all right? They might look to be so bad. That doesn't mean they'd actually lose. You guys know how this system works, right? Just looking good doesn't mean you're actually going to win in this U.S. legal system. Nah. That's not a one-to-one type of thing right there, all right? Understand that if Ripple can sign a deal right freaking now where it says that they basically are not going to be prosecuted anymore after this for XRP sales, if they have to pay a settlement fine, like let's say, for example, $50 million, pick a number that's good for the SEC and good for Ripple, and they got the proper regulatory clarity from now on forward, basically, of course they're going to sign that deal. Of course. But this is not a nice announcement here coming from the judge. This is not, I don't like this at all right? Easy terms, I don't like this at all. It's not good news, but of course, that type of stuff is also there. Should the price decrease because of all of this stuff? No, not directly. But it's, again, not the best news we could have had. So, yeah, let's quickly see if we can actually find any more stuff by now. This news has now been out for like 10 minutes, here, 13 minutes now. I was here fast like that, huh? This is one of the first times where I caught it. I ran over to my computer and just put it on, and I wished, I just was praying that my internet would work fine to be able to cover this for you guys. But you guys are wondering why it sucks for the SEC to have extra days. So if we check Ripple's letter, one of the things which Ripple states is, again, that they might literally as a company not survive this if the lawsuit goes on further. And again, talking about the settlement stuff, you know how much this lawsuit most likely cost them? I mean, the whole Tetragon lawsuit cost freaking $4 million in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a couple of days. So I'm assuming that this lawsuit, which is taking like a year or so, is running up in the tens, maybe let's say tens of millions of dollars. So, you know, a settlement, yeah, they have more pressure now. The SEC has so much more pressure, which is not nice. But I guess we got to quickly see this previous article too. This is a announcement which came out about an hour ago. Ripple put up a reply, and I don't think Ripple's too happy because just a couple of minutes afterwards, after they put up that reply, they just got this very, very bad news. But let's quickly... I have to adjust myself a little bit, man. Come on, I need to get my composure here a little bit. So... what happened there was Ripple files reply in further support of its motion to compel the SEC to turn over internal Bitcoin and Ether and XRP documents, FinHub emails, and OEA documents. this whole discussion right now is a little bit less important because what it basically is about is Ripple and the SEC going back and forward about whether there should be an end date to when the SEC can hand over their documents regarding Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP. Obviously, Ripple has said, yes, we should put June 18th as an end date. The SEC has been saying, well, give us some time. You didn't do exactly as you promised, and we need some permission, and we don't want to give you this, that. So that's just a back and forward. Right now, the most breaking news we could have had in a very long while is this right here. Really big blow to the tactic that Ripple must have been having. Then again, it's not the end of the world, to be honest with you. Would I be extremely bearish right now? No. People have lost hope like crazy. People lost hope in the judge. There might be a bigger tactic with the judge too, right? This might be because, I don't think so, right, to be honest with you. You might have said this might be also because she wants to give the SEC more leverage power or something like that, but that's dumb. That's stupid stuff. No, that a judge wouldn't do something like that. That sounds awful. Ridiculous. Let me quickly look on the chat box. How you guys seeing all of this? How are you guys witnessing all of this? How are you guys doing? Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm just watching this with my eyes wide open. Okay, somebody says, is it really bad news? Maybe it just gives them more time to agree to a settlement? No, that's not necessarily the case, but yes, from a certain perspective, Scott. You might say it gives them more time to agree to a settlement. I wouldn't see it that way, to be honest with you, at all. But there's some truth to that statement. We should actually quickly find here. I'm going to find it in a different tab to just show you guys the documents from earlier where Ripple basically said how bad it would be for them if this were to pull through. Let me quickly see if I can find it right now. So Ripple gave their response, right, to this whole 60-day extension. Let me quickly find it here. I'm just looking. I can show you guys where I'm looking. I'm just looking through his tweets right here. Here's one of them. The SEC. Okay, so we're going to quickly compile everything regarding the 60-day extension. We got a couple of parts on it. Let me just quickly see through here. Because, of course, SEC put out the proposition, Ripple replied, and then the SEC replied again. Let's quickly see where the first one was. Okay, so here's another one. This is Ripple's opposition. And let's quickly see the first. Okay, here's the first one. So let's quickly summarize the story here to get everything straight. And let's quickly see in the chat box as well where you guys are watching from right now. It is, for me, about 15 minutes to 12 a.m. I wanted to go to the gym just freaking now, all right? I was preparing my bag, putting everything straight. And then I saw this news just before leaving the house. I was like, ooh, let me let me go sit behind my computer, make a little video for you guys, a little update. So, XRP SEC v Ripple. This is the first part. SEC files a request for extension of time until... No, this is... Never mind, guys. I'm dumb in the head. This is just a small extension of time. It's not the one we need. Let's see. Can we go back? We cannot properly. We have to scroll back again. That's just an extension of time, not the big one. Let's see. We need an extension of... discovery. This is Ripple's opposition. I'm just quickly scrolling through here because it should be the SEC talking about 60 days. And no, guys, you cannot control F or command F this easily because just Twitter doesn't really work in an easy fashion with all of that. If you guys know the date, just quickly put it in the chat box and I'll know. Otherwise, I might have missed it already because I'm focusing on 4 things at once now, guys. Let's quickly see here. Let's quickly see. Oh yeah, another thing which I often see is people saying, Dusty, you only live stream because you make money. I don't know if you actually watch my live streams ever, but a live stream in terms of revenue earns nothing, almost barely nothing. So please stop with all that type of stuff. I really dislike it. Then again, there's so many hateful people in the comment section. It's interesting. But yeah, let's quickly keep scrolling here. Guys, if you know the date for this one, somebody says it's actually 120 days. I'm not sure. Let me just command F it. Let me see if I can find the 60 day. I'm on the wrong one, on the wrong tab. 60 days. Let's just do 60. Let's see if we can find some on here. No, I'm gonna have to keep refreshing this then. It's gonna be annoying. Now, okay, this is This is awful. Let's just go with step number 2 then, I guess. All right, the step number 2 was Ripple's opposition, which again is maybe even more important though, because there it basically says why Ripple is so hurt because of all of this. And when that came out, I don't think anybody actually expected the judge to side with the SEC, because that, again, sounded kind of dumb. Okay, so this is a 14-page letter, not too big, not too small. So, again, one of the key arguments was that an extension of discovery will unduly prejudice Ripple's business. And this is actually, funny enough, one of the biggest points that the SEC would like to hammer on a little bit later, saying, no, you're lying, right? And that's, again, the back and forth. SEC saying that Ripple is BSing the court, and Ripple saying that the SEC is just doing this to hurt Ripple. It's a difficult one, guys. Just quickly see what you guys are saying. Hey, let's actually, I'll put up a poll here. Just quickly. Are you still holding XRP? Yes, no. Let me just quickly put it in the chat box here. Because there's, I am, of course, Buzz is asking, are you still holding, Dusty? Of course I am. And no, we're not over dramatizing this one. Don't you think this stuff is important? Let's quickly see what Ripple said, all right? Because you guys might be wondering. An extension of discovery will unduly prejudice Ripple's business. Delay in this litigation opposes an existential threat to Ripple's business in the United States. The court can deny the SEC's request on that basis alone. At this stage, the litigation will prejudice defendants, yada, yada, yada. Okay. As the SEC alleges in its complaint, Ripple's current primary line of business is cross-border payments and related activities. Sending money internationally has traditionally been slow and expensive. Ripple's ODL product solves this problem by using XRP as a bridge currency. The sender can buy XRP in one local currency and transfer the XP to the recipient, who can sell that XRP in another local currency, in a process taking seconds rather than days. As the SEC describes the solution, this is again what the SEC says about ODL. ODL involves a transaction in which a money transmitter in a sender's jurisdiction converts fiat currency into XRP, transfers the XP to a recipient's, whatever, it's just the same thing, right? Crucially, for ODL to work efficiently, there must be a liquid market for XRP in both the sending and receiving countries. But the pendency of this lawsuit has significantly hurt the markets for XRP in the United States and abroad. What this mostly is referring to, in my opinion, is that XRP right now has been completely squashed on US exchanges, right? I'm not exactly sure how many exchanges are still out there. You have Uphold, most likely another one that I've just forgotten right now. You have Uphold, at least, that you can still trade it on. But that's pretty interesting, right? It's pretty interesting that Ripple also notices now, like, or at least says it like that, like, well, SEC, you guys, in easy fashion, have, like, messed us up, because within days of the SEC's filing, almost 20 exchanges delisted or suspended XRP. More have subsequently followed suit, and today, XRP is essentially illiquid in the United States. Ripple saying that is pretty heavy. Practically eliminating the possibility of ODL transfers in or out the US. XRP's liquidity has also been hampered in other jurisdictions, damaging Ripple's ability to develop and market ODL worldwide. Every additional day this suit is pending is a day in which the XRP markets remain improperly frozen in the United States and Ripple's business is unfairly hampered. This is severely prejudicial to Ripple, and the SEC's extension motion does not even mention it, much less explain why the proposed delay would not harm Ripple. The court can and should deny the SEC's motion on this basis alone. Well, I would say that if you think about it, Ripple is the only party being hurt, and the SEC is actually the only party that actually has got anything from this. I mean, Ripple, of course, would rather not have it because it would take more time, more money, and the SEC has more room to kind of dig and find or build a case and find leverage, basically. And the SEC side, of course, wants it for all those reasons too, but also because they might think that Ripple has more reason now to give up. Somebody said in the comment section earlier that, oh, is this because now they have more time to come to a settlement? Well, think about it from this perspective. The SEC right now has way more time to pressure Ripple into a settlement because as time moves on, it all hurts, right? The more time that's being spent on this, the more it hurts Ripple's business. And again, for people just tuning in right now, If you're wondering what has happened, we just got ourselves a statement that the SEC has been granted a 60-day extension for the discovery period, which is one of the first big blows to Ripple's strategy and one of the first negative decisions that the judge has made. For a very long time, we were praising this judge to the freaking craziness, right? Really happy with her, really happy with every decision. But this one, I'm not really feeling it. You guys are saying 90 days and 120 days. Oh wait, let's quickly actually see, guys. You guys are saying maybe it's not 60. It's to October 15th. Oh no, extended to August 31st. And the deadline to conduct expert discovery is extended to October 15th. No, I believe this is still the same. So I believe it's still 60. Because I believe this one used to be August 15th. Then again, we can actually quickly check that too. We have the latest filing on the SEC's end as well somewhere throughout here. Let's quickly see. Everything is lagging a little bit. I just opened everything. I don't know, man. Let's see here. Another reply. So this is again from Dropbox. 7 pages. This is the SEC's final reply before we got the judge's verdict just now. This is the final thing which came out. And by the way, guys, make sure you press that like button just now just to help out the channel a little bit and show this video to more people. How bad is this? Guys, it's not that bad, all right? Make sure you understand. It's not the end of the world. It's just that Ripple was really negative about it and the judge sided with the SEC. So you might say, oh, we're not surprised. This confirms my conclusion from earlier. It confirms it that the settlement might be way closer than people are making it out to be. And again, a settlement could still happen regardless of everything that we're seeing. I was looking for something just now. It's probably going to make some impatient people sell still. To be honest, if people are selling because of something like this, that might be interesting. I don't know. I guess I can see it two ways. I really sincerely hope that XRP just falls a little bit so I can buy more. But in the end of things, should the price fall because of something like this? Honestly, on what basis should it fall then? Just because the SEC was granted? I mean, we don't know exactly what was said in this order. And we don't know exactly on what basis the judge has decided to rule the SEC's favor. Like if the judge, for example, says, Ripple, your business is not harmed by this at all. Or Ripple, the SEC cannot duly give you the documents which you seek, so we need this extension. Okay. Because again, think about it. Ripple has actually argued that they need those Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP documents quickly. The SEC said, there's such a burden on top of our heads, we need a couple more months to be able to get all of this done. The judge might have chosen Ripple from that perspective too, where they're like, you know what, Ripple, I really want to see those Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP documents, so we're going to give the SEC as much time as needed to get it, and it's fair to give him extra time because of all the motions that went through in this lawsuit. I mean, it could, right? It could. By the way, a lot of you guys are wondering about leaving your XRP alone and stuff like that. Guys, are you using bitrue? I mean, I'm not sure if you can use it in the US, to be honest with you. I can't vouch for that, but I'm using bitrue mostly to just stake some of my XRP or to put it in the bitrue loan piggy or whatever the frig the name for it is to get myself a little return on my XRP while it's staying stagnant. I don't do it for the majority of my XRP, but for some. The majority is locked in my Ledger Nano S and X, as you guys know by now, right? The majority of my money is always kept in hardware wallets. It's always a smart thing to do. But a little bit of my money is also on those platforms because I think it's very annoying if you are wasting years of your time without getting extra coins, basically. But no, what we're waiting for right now, guys, is to get this document out. All right, we want the document to come out, but maybe this is one of the first times where a document doesn't get published. I don't think so, though, right? It's just we're really early. I just saw this article being, sorry, guys, this tweet put up like 50 seconds, and I just turned on the live stream just instantly. Because I was there really freaking early. Like within 50 seconds max, I saw it. And I retweeted it as well instantly, the same minute. So that's again why I'm a little bit waiting right now for some new, fuller explanation from the judge to come out. I'm hoping that it's going to come out within a couple of minutes here. Because he has got the excerpt, which basically again is kind of a little small a couple liner explaining what the document number is about. Document 246. That's the wrong one. I am waiting for a little bit of a further explanation of it all. If you guys are finding it out there, let me know. All right, I will open it as soon as possible too. And let's quickly see some conclusion in the chat box. What are you guys thinking? Is this bad? Is this okay? Is this good? Is this... What are you guys thinking? There's already 350 comments on this one as well. So this is one of the most liked. Why did it extend it just to 2089? Here is, I guess they still have a lot of rules and regulations to iron out and get the big banks and financial institutions to get in cheap. Crypto crash coming soon. We got Change is Gain saying, also stop bashing the judge. She's doing her job. Let her do it. Also, it gives me more time to accumulate, but for real, stop hating on the judge. Yeah, I got to give it to him, right? I mean, it's kind of unfair. Then again, it depends on how good she does her job, but I can't say because I'm not a lawyer. All right, I don't know exactly how she's supposed to react to this type of stuff, and if or it isn't unfair. I'm not sure just quite yet. SEC can't even provide the documents they've been ordered to provide. Even the judge then helps them out. I don't get it. It's like the world is conspiring against Ripple to just destroy them. This is starting to look bad. I can see where they're coming from. Not going to say that it's the case, but I can see where they're coming from. It's all of a sudden a freaking... why? Like, what happened? Again, somebody said clickbait. How is this clickbait? How? You make me sweat, guys. How is this clickbait? Really? Am I really that... Have I lost it that far? Is this clickbait? Really? Okay. Oh. Alright, then. Oh, he's just, okay, he's just a hater. There we go. Okay, I see it already. No worries, no worries, no worries. I'll take it in. No worries. Get it all. Get it all going. It's all good. It's all good. So let's also watch the XP price for a little second, actually, by the way. Yeah, it's the two. I gotta just ignore them. Let's actually check the price for a little second. I am kind of interested in seeing what's going on. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, I didn't expect all of this. I'm also not sure how people react to it. I'm personally not buying nor selling. You guys know exactly where I'm going to be buying more coins. But let's quickly check it out here. We should also maybe check out the XRP to Bitcoin pair, just to see how everything is moving relatively, obviously, right? My computer is overheating, by the way. Like, it's a pretty new MacBook, but I don't know. I never liked it. I never liked it. Oh, let's quickly check it out here. Let's put the XRP to BTC chart in there if we can. There we go. And let's put a, okay, from the hourly perspective, it's going down. Now it's coming, I mean, we can't really say it's too significant. Then again, it also, yeah, what can we say, guys? I mean, this announcement just came out like a couple of minutes ago. Let's actually see if people bought, if people bought or sold like instantly after this announcement came out. Let's quickly check it out. So the price went up drastically throughout the day, of course. Let's also zoom in for XRP specifically. Let's go to a fresher XRP chart. Let's go to this one. Let's go to the 1 minute chart for XRP. Just have a little bit of a look. All right, because again, all this stuff happened so recently that we might see something. Let's quickly check it out. Zoom in, zoom in. All right, we've been streaming now for 27 minutes, so the news came out about 30 minutes ago. And here, let's also zoom in to see it. Just to see the situation, right? I mean, we do not do analysis on 1 minute charts, guys. Don't worry about it. We just have to check to see if people actually react to this. So right now, it's 12 exactly to the core. Let's quickly see. This announcement of his came out 33 minutes ago. Yes, about 34 minutes ago by now. Is exactly, let's say 34 minutes ago. So about, what was the time? It says it right there. I'm in a dumb head. About 11:27. Okay. So 11:27 is when we should. Wait a minute. What? Why is this one in? Why is this one in UTC? The rest is in UTC plus 2. So a little bit confused about that one. Let's go to UTC plus 2. It's not gonna make too much of a difference, but whatever. Let's put it in Malta. Who cares? Okay, let's quickly check it out. So 11. By the way, guys, you might be wondering, Dusty, what are you doing? Why are you so all over the place? I didn't prepare a video, right? I just saw this news. It was 50 seconds ago, and I put a live stream on. So there's nothing prepared, nothing that I have. Okay, so the price actually, from that perspective, hasn't really changed or done anything. If all, we actually went up, because the news came out exactly this minute. And you might say it was known a couple minutes prior, but even then, who knew really, right? Not the majority of people, and the volume only had a big sell-off right here. Maybe that's officially when this was posted, though. I mean, I can't really say. There's no specific minute marker on it, so that's going to be something impossible to backtrack. We just got that is posted today. And again, keep in mind, you guys are some of the first ones to see all of this. The majority of these news outlets will only start posting this in a couple of hours from now. This is the freshest news, as the document itself has not even been shared publicly just quite yet. It's only a couple of sources that have gotten this document earlier than others, but I'm not exactly sure how. If you guys know exactly where to find it, let me know. What news? Again, guys, the 60-day extension from the SEC has been granted. That's the news from right now. Okay, Lemon says, no, it followed Bitcoin and BTC is over 40K again. Yeah, I mean, it looks to just follow Bitcoin quite normally. But then again, I'm just wondering if there's some deviation that's going to happen due to all of this. I would personally say no, it shouldn't. Because this news is annoying, but it's mostly annoying for XRP holders and just our thoughts on the lawsuit. It's not that annoying for the lawsuit itself, most likely, nor for the XRP price. At least it shouldn't, logically speaking. Yeah, but it's kind of following along. So I would say that Bitcoin is moving quite more bullish right now, but that's also because it's a Bitcoin-determined run, right? Like we discussed yesterday. So most things will be following Bitcoin right now. You guys saying fake news, somebody? No, of course not. Why would I post fake news? But this comment section, man, I love most of you guys, by the way. 99% of you guys are just, I love you, don't worry about it. But some people in here sometimes, fake? Huh. What are you guys talking about, man? The judge got to give the SEC something? Yeah, maybe froze, maybe you're right, maybe, I mean, that's one thing you can definitely say. Maybe it's, they just had to give him one little piece of leverage room, maybe. I don't know, man. Let's quickly see here. Is the Twitter account hacked? I mean, I don't think so. To be honest, that could be a really bad thing. That could be a really bad thing if an account like this would get hacked, because he's definitely one of the biggest guys to post all this stuff. Let me quickly see where he got this stuff from, though. What we could do, I'm really slow with that, though. If somebody actually write this out on Google with quotations, you might find yourself a link. I'll do it too, whatever. I got you, all right? I'll write order granting 217 letter motion for extension of time. If I write that within quotations, I might find something on Google, right? Okay, that's too not specific. I should have written more. Time to complete discovery. The deadline to conduct fact discovery is extended to August 31. Okay, let's see if I can find something now. No results were found. Okay, too bad. I thought maybe for a little second, maybe if I do it within quotations, I'll get something. Because I'm not exactly sure what website they use or what sources he has to get this type of stuff earlier than we can get it. One of the only places I know is Court Listener, which states it pretty quickly. But again, the document itself is not yet out, and that's what we're waiting for. Because then we can know exactly why the judge denied, or sorry guys, or gave, or I should say affirmed or granted the SEC's motion or request. Let me see. Ripple v. SEC lawsuit document 246. Maybe I'll get something like that going. No, I'm just trying to find some stuff on the side note, guys. But I'm not exactly sure where they get it from. SEC.gov? No, most likely not. Crypto Law Justia? Maybe this one? Let me see. I'm just checking every place out there. Let's see. This is the one I'm looking at right now. I don't even know what this is. Justia, U.S. Law. This is from Oh, document 210. Okay, so that's really old even. Maybe we can find more. I'm going to look it up on the side here to see if there's not something crazy popping up. Of course, I don't know this website, right? So I'm not sure exactly what I can show. Let's see, SEC. Maybe they got more documents. Let's try it. I'll just leave this open so people don't get confused about what the breaking news is. No, these guys started posting a really long time ago. February. That's the last file. That can't be it, right? The doco is retrieved from June 9th. Wait, maybe we can... Okay, let me actually find that one. Maybe on Pacer, but that's where you have to pay for it. But still, let me quickly see, all right? Let me quickly see if I can even find it. Oh, you have to log in, and you have to be... Aha, there we go again. Yeah, okay. You have to be a... What is a man like that called again? You have to be a attorney or stuff like that to log in for this one. This is a restricted government website for official Pacer use only, which is, again, if you want to buy these documents, you can buy them on Pacer, but you have to be, you know, a guy for that. I'm not a guy for that one. So as at this point, all we can do is wait to see exactly why the judge came to this conclusion. Furthermore, what can we say? It's not good, but it's not bad. This does not mean that XRP all of a sudden is a security. It also does not mean much other than that. It's not necessarily... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Some of you guys are saying, why are you fudding? Well, I mean, I just gave you guys the exact news that's coming out. There's nothing to it. Chadwick says, you guys knew the extension was possible, and we all know Ripple could lose. High risk, high reward, patience needed. Why all the paper hands all of a sudden? Leave. I'll take your XRP. I didn't really get paper hands at all. I'm just chilling by. No real worries in my end, I should say. I'm also not saying you should sell your XRP. It's also, Diego says, Dusty, stop creating FUD. Guys, it's the news, man. This is literally what just came out. Oh, man. Jeremy told us that an extension would likely be granted. Okay, well, perfect, I guess, right? Then we were prepared for it. So what now? Well, now the SEC's demands can pull through. I'm a little bit confused with all of that. This is, I believe, the SEC side. They said, these are just their points. Let's quickly go over them. This is, again, why the SEC said that they should get this motion granted. So, plaintiff SEC respectfully submits this reply in support of his discovery to the court to extend it by 60 days. In his opposition, Ripple argued that extending the discovery schedule, these are a couple of points, would unduly prejudice Ripple's business. That the SEC has not shown good cause for extending the discovery schedule, and that the SEC had not argued that existing discovery deadlines cannot reasonably be met. Each of these arguments should be rejected. As this court has explained in granting a request to extend discovery, there is a well-settled preference in this circuit for courts to resolve litigation disputes on their merits after conducting full discovery. So their first basis is just, you have to discover everything, and once you know everything, you go through. So it is not like you just have a certain specific amount of time. You discover what's possible, then you move on. No, the SEC is saying that these types of courts have to go through the entire procedure of discovering whatever is possible, and then work with all the information, not the information that could be found in the the specific set amount of time. So basically saying that a extension would, again, just help out a little bit. These are their points. We're not going to go too far into them because we just want to kind of summarize or repeat. No, what's the word for it? Repeat. Not a native English speaker, by the way, guys. I try my best. Ripple's claim that it will be prejudiced by extending the discovery schedule is unsupported. One of the things they said. Number two, what they said, the SEC has been diligent in pursuing and responding to discovery and has demonstrated good cause for the requested extension. Most of the motions in this case were filed by defendants. The SEC has been diligent in serving documents requested subpoenas. This one I cannot agree with, but okay. The judge apparently can. And let's quickly see what else they have. The current discovery deadlines cannot reasonably be met, which again, they state that's kind of Ripple's fault, and because they have been placed such a huge burden on top of their head of finding all those documents, and they have to contact, again, I've read this before, so I know it's inside there. They have to contact all those people that used to work for the SEC, and so they cannot really do it. These are the dates. Accordingly, the SEC respectfully requests that the court extend the deadline for fact discovery in this case by 60 days to and including August 31st, and the deadline for expert discovery by a corresponding amount to and including October 15th. So from this point on forward, all we get is, I would say, two sides, right? One is we get more clarity regarding the entire suit, because now that the SEC has more time to dig up dirt on Ripple, we'll get more facts. I mean, it's a fact, funny enough, that we'll get more on both sides, because of course Ripple can now request more stuff from the SEC too, and they'll always be fighting. Like Jeremy Hogan said, it's kind of a war, so you always see the other side defend, you always see the other side be offensive, because you're going to try and get as much out of the other side as possible and give as little, right? Because again, that's the war that's basically going on. And then again, I might also have to add in right there real quickly that, yeah, I mean, I do also see it as a positive thing. Maybe we should twist it in a positive way. Even though it's one of the first strikes to Ripple's entire strategy, we might say that maybe it actually doesn't matter whatsoever, because this is all just extra pressure room on Ripple's side, on the SEC side to come to a settlement. Maybe, right? Maybe. In the end, all we can do is wait a little bit for this little James document to come out. So basically just the explanation from the judge. But again, she might not even give an explanation. Oh, okay, let's quickly see. James also said, it could also be as simple as Judge Torres needing additional time to work through the substantive motions. Ooh, that's actually a big caveat or big turning point. So, what you guys might not know is that I've told you as well at the start of this live stream, right now, there are at least three, maybe four, maybe five decisions that the judge needs to make. And it might be so that, for example, if the motion to intervene gets granted and this other part, yada, 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 they all get granted, that there's such a huge extra burden on all sides that the judge just wants some extra time to put through with all of this. Again, a second might want to be because he just wants to make sure the discovery is done in full without really prejudicing SEC, right? Without really giving them any benefit specifically. Somebody says there's another order motion for discovery. Check the list. Let's actually quickly check it out. You're talking about 247, so this one. Let's actually see if there's anything else posted just now. I mean, well, we'll add it anyway. Let's quickly see. Okay, so this one here is order on motion for extension of time to complete discovery. Which, again, is basically the thing we just read, right? It's 246. This one is order on motion for discovery. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe we have had one in the past, so we can quickly compare them. Quickly see, it was, let's do Command C, Command F. Let's paste it in there. So we got one on May 6th as well. This was an order granting in part 126 letter motion for discovery. Having reviewed the party submissions, the court makes the following clarifications. SEC must produce communications with third parties. Okay, I believe these might be just one and the other, where it's not actually two different things. It's just one thing split up in two sides. Like, for example, here you can see these both fall under one document number. That might actually be what's there too. Whereas just this order on motion for discovery and this motion for extension might fall under the same thing. Not sure about that though. Let's quickly see what you guys are saying. I'm just checking the chat box right now. Those who know sold XRP in 2018 for a real usable token. Any tell me where I can stake, farm, lend, borrow, etc. with XRP? I'll wait. That's an ecosystem that's being built with Flare. Somebody else says, I gave up on this suit. What a huge amount of paper hands, huh? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You do whatever you want, but wow, right? If you check the numbers here, let's see how many people voted just now. So there's 2,000 people who voted in the poll, 90% of which are still holding XRP. But if I look through the chat box, it's like 90% of the people have given up, man. Holy smokes. What's going on? Again, you may do whatever you please, but damn, why are people... Steve Barr says, change the title of your video, fake news. So let me see what the title is of the video, right? Or the live stream, I should say. Ripple XRP lawsuit breaking news. Huge blow to... Okay, you know what? I'll change that. I'll change that. What should we change the title to? Because right now, huge blow to Ripple is actually debatable. I would say it's a huge blow to Ripple, mostly because that's their own wording, right? Ripple basically said this would be really bad for them. It might literally make it so they cannot operate anymore properly. It's literally one of the worst things they made it seem like. So I don't think the title is bad. But if you think I should change it, let me know what I should change it to, and I'll change it. No worries, guys. But I think, yes, like you said, some people are just salty right now. People are just angry with the messenger in this specific case because we don't like to see this. But ultimately, it might not be that bad. It might not be that bad. What's going on? This is crazy. Once more, guys, for a lot of people, maybe a live stream wasn't as smart as I thought. Maybe I should just made a video. Once more, the SEC's request to extend discovery deadline is granted, but now that time has moved on further, we are kind of thinking right now that it might not be that bad of a deal as we expected. Because there's so many different reasons why she could have actually given this why she granted this one. There could be so many different reasons that we can't just speculate quite yet that it's actually that bad of a thing. Ripple said it was really bad for them, but ultimately, we don't know if it really is. But no, it's just following Bitcoin the way it currently stands. Right? Most likely. I'm not expecting the XRP price to actually move too much because of all of this. TJ says, YouTubers are so hungry to be the first to post something without checking and confirming the source. No, this source is confirmed. It's almost certainly the most proven source that you will have. So that is not the case. Somebody else says this is fake. Let's say it once more, guys. This, what we're watching right now, is most likely the most credible source that you have. Everybody in the XP community uses this specific man to give ourselves updates on the lawsuit because he is a lawyer, or at least a defense lawyer, former federal prosecutor. He got this stuff before most normal people can get it, all right? Because again, we cannot get it. Then again, there has been an order on motion for extension of time. And you might say, Dusty, you should have not gone live. I wanted to give you guys the news as soon as possible. And right now, we're just trying to figure out together exactly what's going on. I'm going to be banning a couple more people in the chat box, man. Like Isaiah says, why are people so negative? I don't know. It really turned negative like a week ago or so. Like all of a sudden, there's so much negativity. But no, we don't think it's gonna dip too much just quite yet. It's a small blow. Let's change the title. I'm gonna change it a little bit. I got you, boys. Let's call it blow. I'll just take the blow to Ripple away so you guys are happy. Let's do live Ripple XRP lawsuit breaking news. SEC extension. Okay, discovery. I'll put discovery there. Discovery extension granted. What's going on? There we go. All right, that's better. Right now that we've gotten ourselves a little bit more of a grasp of the situation, change the title. At first glance, it looked like a really bad situation. Now that we thought about it, now that we've heard James talk about it as well too, might not be that bad. Once more, we only got what Ripple had been saying, right? You guys saying John Deaton's tweets? I got you. All right, let's check it out. John Deaton. Let's check out what he's been saying. You guys are right. 12 tweets in the last hour. Okay. He's been going at it. He's been going at it with a huge thread. Okay. That is no. He's not actually commenting just quite yet on the extension itself. He's only been commenting on the previous part, which we got. This is basically the document which we got a couple of hours prior, 2 hours prior, which is about Ripple wanting those documents from the SEC. So months ago, I tweeted that the most important decision a prosecutor makes is at the beginning of a case when he decides what charges to file. I predicted that the decision to charge Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson with aiding and abetting would come back to haunt the SEC. The SEC charged the two executives with reckless conduct for the entirety of their tenures working at Ripple. What that means is that the SEC must prove that Brad and Chris actually believed XRP was a security, or it was reckless for them not to realize XRP was a security. When determining recklessness, the court looks to what an objective person, or in actual terms, what the documents always say, is what a person of reasonable intelligence. Let me quickly give this person a. Oh, you already gave him a timeout. Tristan, you can just ban him, right? The guy who's been saying all that negative stuff. This is the threat, right? You guys are saying this is the threat. When determining recklessness, the court looks at what an objective person, or actually person of reasonable intelligence, or ordinary intelligence actually, would believe under the circumstances. What Ripple is arguing here is that if at any point during the last 8 years, the SEC failed to classify XRP as a security in connection with their own policies, then surely Garlinghouse and Larson could not have been reckless in believing that XRP was a security. Yeah, that's an important conclusion. Ironically, 11 months before the lawsuit, the investment company Baylard, see down below, informed the SEC that it would allow its employees and affiliates to only trade the three. And that's again seen right here. Okay, we covered this a couple of months ago already, but I kind of forgot what exactly it was about. It is basically a certain company. Let's actually just read what it says here to freshen up my memory. This will sure bolster Ripple's defense of fair notice. This is from SEC website, but it's not directly from SEC. This firm, Baylard, Inc., clearly recognizes XRP as generally being accepted as a currency like Bitcoin and Ether. And it says right here that Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP that are generally accepted to be currencies and are not currently subject to regulations by the SEC. They kind of use this as a base because this company is under surveillance by the SEC, and what they're doing is viewed. The SEC has it on their website, and they're saying it clearly here that the SEC is not really trying to regulate them, and most likely what they're trying to figure out here or show is that there was some confusion in one point or another about XRP's status, basically, and that kind of leaves those guys scotch-free. To only trade the three crypto, not considered securities by the SEC, Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP. What if one or more of the SEC's commissioners or enforcement lawyers actually owned XRP? Or imagine if one or more of them offered an opinion that XRP could never be considered an investment contract, and thus a security under the Howey test. Boom, game over. In the clip contained within my previous thread above, thank you, Mr. Fresh Time, Clayton arrogantly stated that he preferred to go after the executives because it created a different dynamic in the case. In the video, Grundfest stated that it makes the case harder to prove because it requires evidence regarding intent or the state of mind of the executives as opposed to just strict liability case. But Clayton responded to Grundfest's point by saying that it might be worth the trouble. For the record, I'm not being biased or unfair to the SEC. These are the facts. As a former federal prosecutor, if after 2.5 years of investigation, spanning an 8-year period of time, the government can't find any evidence of fraud or misrepresentation, then you generally don't charge the individual executives. So why did the SEC and Clayton choose to do so? Was it to try and allow the government to subpoena all the personal financial records and use it as leverage to force a settlement? Again, think about it. Maybe the SEC wanted all those documents from Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson because if they kind of force those to become public, then Ripple might want to settle a little bit earlier or quicker. Was it to interfere with business relations, providing more leverage? Because again, through the MOU process which the SEC went through, a lot of the business relationships from Ripple's side might have been messed up. I believe XRP holders should rejoice in the fact that Clayton did what he said he preferred to do. Charge the executives as they did, no offense to Brad and Chris. Without the higher burden of proof, I'm not sure the court orders the Bitcoin and Ether documents be produced. There is also a good chance the court wouldn't allow any discovery related to the SEC's internal views on XRP either. It's possible that the court would have allowed all this discovery anyway, based only on the fair notice defense alone. But by charging, aiding, and abetting, Clayton and the crew guaranteed its relevance. XRP holders would have preferred the SEC not to claim XRP itself as a security and only go after Ripple for specific distributions in early years, but whether the decision to charge was because of a bad motive or bad lawyering, that's the end of things. What are the decision? Well, whatever, right? We got the conclusion kind of here, though. The conclusion is what the SEC did here was most likely a really big mistake. And well, we're hopefully going to see the fruits of all of that. Here's another one here. Okay. John says the SEC now loses its argument that allowing XRP holders to intervene and participate would cause a delay. That's true, though. So one of the things which we had earlier was John Deaton wanted a motion to intervene. And a motion to intervene basically means that they, as XRP holders and John Deaton, come into the lawsuit to protect their own interests. The judge has to give a decision on that one, and we were wondering about it for very long. There might still be a hearing about that, which could be that the SEC, John Deaton, and Ripple actually all come together with the judge to, again, have a telephonic call. That could still be granted, so be prepared for that. But or given out. Right now, John says that the SEC made one argument, which I remember, that the motion to intervene would only make it so that all of the lawsuit stuff would take longer. And the SEC said they don't want it to take any longer because, again, that would really be bad for Ripple, would really be bad for the SEC. Now, a little bit later, they again changed their mind, saying, no, we want it to be longer. And now John has pointed out that they've lost that defense because one of the points was literally that part, saying, no, it would only cause an unnecessary delay. And that's, again, half of their defense or so. It's like 3 points. Oh, what a big deal. What a big situation. What an interesting situation. At least we're given a stir up at least, huh? Maybe I should say that right now. We are at least given a little bit more of a shake today. We can't say this is bad. We can't say this is good. Because we don't know exactly what basis the judge granted this for. RJ Gonzalez said, Ripple, the company, did not have a Genesis block. Of course, Ripple, the company, did not have an ICO. Ripple, the company, were gifted XRP. Case closed. SEC go look for other victims. CR says they ate the apple. Now they are chewing on the tree. Todd says they're going after the escrow. No, once more, guys, I don't think XRP is going to go down because of all of this. It would be kind of strange. Because it's not like we couldn't really prepare for all of this. It's just a question of why can't we see just quite yet exactly what it was granted upon. But again, there could be so many different reasons. So don't just hold your horses for a little while, right? Don't draw the conclusions too quickly because we don't necessarily know just quite yet. AJ Murillo says any company that has disrupted their respective industries have gone through FUD, lawsuits, and finally adoption. You can't sit at the proverbial table unless you hold diamond hands. Let's see. Ian says, Brad Garlinghouse said in an interview last week, we're moving towards a new world order. He's part of the system and he took his blood oath like the majority. Okay, let's not talk about that one, I guess. Damn. I guess one thing that's pretty exciting, that's completely unrelated, I guess, is Flare is coming up. I'm pretty excited about that one. Another thread from John. Now there's no more reason for XP holders to intervene. No, that's wrong. There's no more defense from the SEC side, or at least one defense has fallen away. Somebody says, how many buys of the app was the SEC allowed? And somebody else says, and so is that little rat Gary Gensler. Hope that... Okay, let's not read that. Never mind. Maybe I should screen some stuff before I read it out loud. But you guys know me by now, right? We see this stuff, and then we regret this type of stuff later. Oh, somebody says, new tweet. Refresh, Dusty Buns. What have I... From Philin or John Deaton, or did we already read it just now? Let's quickly see if he tweeted something new. And just, quick little refresh. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We also got to check the other lawyers. So, John Deaton once more. And, let's see here. Can I type in John? John. There we go. Let's quickly see if he posted anything else. And we have to check Jeremy Hogan, see if he posted something. Let's see if he put any new responses up. No, he has not. And then Jeremy Hogan. There we go. He didn't tweet anything out just quite yet. No, he did not. Okay. So, as of this point, all we got is this, what I've just showed you guys. Hey, by the way, if you are enjoying these updates or you're happy I posted this stuff like a minute after it came live, make sure you press the subscribe button. I really do my best to give this news to you guys as soon as possible. Right now, I just told you, I was ready. I had my backpack filled to go to the go to the gym, but I decided to quickly give you guys an update. If you appreciate this type of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I personally think it is really freaking worth it, man. For all these updates, even though this is not good news, at least you got the news fast so you're aware of what's going on, right? People again are saying clickbait. Oh my days, I'm almost gonna kick myself in the freaking head, man. Oh my smokes. Let me just block that person. I will start blocking people that do that type of stuff. Just hide them. Because I can't be bothered, man. Let's see what you guys are saying. Given this, all the theater, then the delays are the point. It won't moon until they are ready to flick the switch. I'm not going to say all of that. All we can consider right now are the facts. And we can definitely conclude that it's been a strange little ride right here. It's been a really strange one. That's the easiest way to put it. But again, 90% of the people here are still holding XRP. To be honest, nothing that bad just came out. At first, we thought it was bad because Ripple said so. But now that James, who's again also a lawyer, has said that it could actually be because the judge needs more time to get all this through, and because maybe the SEC literally was given too big of a burden to look through all those Bitcoin, Ether, and XP documents, maybe in the end of things, it's not that big of a deal. Not that bad of a deal. Bad of a deal. Wow, I can't even read anymore. All right. But guys, that was it for today's stream. We gave you all the info, all the updates that I have here. I don't have anything else for you, so I'm not going to waste any more of your time. If there's anything else that pops up, I'll just let you know via Twitter or via YouTube in some way, shape, or form. I'm not exactly sure just how quite yet. But again, thank you so much all for watching. Again, make sure you press that subscribe button so you're notified every single time that something happens. I try my best to get it done to you. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. I want to talk about some XRP glitches. I'm not sure if people are going to hate it. But if you watch that video, make sure you press the like button on it too, all right? Just to help out a little bit. But yeah, that was it. And thank you so much all for watching.